lot to dig into here with the Rory shit. The company man did a nice breakdown of the situation. I want to find as many of the tweets as I can. I guess that's where we'll start, is just reading the tweets that were uncovered. And we're talking like 2012. And you tell me how offended you are by them. Okay, I think they're pretty bad, but I think there's a lot I haven't seen yet. Once these were starting to get uncovered, it was noticed that Rory has been deleting his account. Oh, he did delete his account just to try and stop more from being uncovered. So that's not a great move. I mean, at least just try and delete the tweets, man. There's like shit you can pay for to scrub your tweets. Redact.dev is one that I know of. Bro, just deleting the whole account makes you look so guilty. Like, what are you hiding in there, dude? Just the whole deletion alone, that's wild. Rory Mal saying the tweets and retweets were fake. Oh, Mal tweets are coming out too now from 2013. Mal says on Twitter, she says, quote, "No, stop. One time and you pull your pants back up, you're a F slur." And let's not forget, Mal went MAGA. Malga. Axe says Rory pulled up to his house and left a, quote, boss day card in the mailbox trying to send mob-style intimidation, then snitched on himself by tweeting Axe zip code digit by digit. Okay, so that didn't answer anything. So let me go dig deeper. Here, we got a complex article that'll explain the timeline here. Rory Farrell is facing backlash after a series of racist and misogynistic tweets from more than a decade ago resurfaced online. According to Hot New Hip Hop, many of the researched posts from the new Rory Amal hosts were directed at black women. What did Rory's old tweets say? In one post, Rory tweeted, quote, "I've never saw a good-looking black woman." Oh man, that's really bad. While another allegedly read, quote, "Every black woman has either wanted to, thought about, or actually fucked a white guy. Hashtag white people facts." It's just so odd. I mean, early Twitter was an odd place. Like, people were just weird. You know, people are trying to adapt to the internet, trying to learn like what flies, what doesn't fly. But even back then, these are wild things to write out. He also reportedly referred to Beyonce's name as, quote, "hood rat" in another tweet. Yikes. On Wednesday, Rory joined an X Spaces discussion to address the controversy. The space, which per TMZ included black journalists and hip-hop fans, quickly grew tense as Rory appeared to take a sarcastic tone. And I did hear some of those. I think the company man plays some of those. Yeah, that's where I heard it. We'll hear some of that. In a clip captured by No Jumper, Mal asked Rory if he was being canceled, prompting Rory to respond jokingly, "Yeah, I hate black women. I think all black women are ugly. I've been trying to tell them that you felt that way, so they're just joking about it."
How much I hate black women and how I have specifically just targeted you in our company to make sure that you are devalued. And never mind, I'm gonna chill.
Is this real outrage or is fake outrage? Like, people really tripping right now?
Apparently.
Oh, man, what y'all here talking about, Rory? They canceling your ass?
Yeah, no, I hate black women. I think all black women are ugly.
I've been trying to tell them that you felt that way.
Yeah, I hate them. I think all black women are.
I can't wait to put that while I
ugly and disgusting. I only think white is the only pure beauty.
Ew.
As you know,
why even
as
joke
I tell
like
you guys
that,
all
bro?
the time, how much I love white women.
I don't know if you can really troll your way out of this one, man.
Yeah, what? That's such a weird... Oh, man. I know he's trying to, like, wiggle his way out of it with comedy or sarcasm, but now's not the time to joke about purity and shit like that. Like, just, ooh, such a bad response, man. Holy shit.
I tried to get that point across to you.
No, I
is
couldn't agree.
violence.
I couldn't agree more with everything that you said. So
this is the problem with hating cancel culture so much. When you actually did something really shitty and you're actually getting canceled for a good reason, and then you just don't take cancel culture seriously, so you just sound like a condescending asshole while people are like genuinely really fucking pissed at you, and you're just like, oh, rolling your eyes at cancel culture. You should take it seriously. If you did something offensive, you need to listen to the people that were offended by you and not just roll your eyes at it. Take accountability, man. He cannot do it because he doesn't take cancel culture seriously.
Thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to.
I couldn't agree more with everything that you said. My point the entire time has been saying I'm not apologizing for anyone that has said that I've called black women ugly or roaches. That's all I've said. I apologize for everything else, but don't ever say that I called black women ugly.
He's actually claiming those tweets are fake. See, he fucking blocked his whole Twitter, so just scrubbing all of the evidence. So I'm inclined to not take Rory at his word here, because they know it's so bad on his face. They're like, oh, just say it's fake. It's so bad, the only thing you knew is just say it's fake.
And people was up here and they brought up the receipts of the tweets, and you were just like, bro, and this is the thing, you're denying.
No,
you're basically denying what we all saw here. Like, you were being condescending, you were deflecting, you were being sarcastic.
Okay, you got it.
They're scrolling
you were being
through
sarcastic,
the tweets.
and
I'll always be sarcastic with something I never said.
No, but there was things that you actually said, and you were being sarcastic with that as well. You were saying like, "Oh, did I delete tweets?" You tell me, like, bro, like. Again, we don't have to rehash this shit because I just came up to address not even you.
I'm
I came
reading
to
some of
address
these tweets
like
that I was
really,
scrolling by.
and it's not to shift the fucking
tell.
lens off of Rory, but it's really more so like when you have niggas like Maul and
doesn't
people
say
like
his
that
name.
around a motherfucker like Rory, that's what happens, right? You have niggas that they just don't have no standard that they hold their friends to. You. No, that's not what it was led with, bro. I was here when Ev and
Here's one by Rory. Hashtag ghetto crayon colors, weave black and lace front blonde that might upset some people.
them people was up here and they brought up the receipts of the tweets, and you were just like, you were being.
Your bitch fixing her makeup in my rims inward? Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, these aren't good.
You were being, bro, and this is the thing. You're denying.
No,
you're basically denying what we all saw here. Like you would be.
If she never blew up and you met a chick in the club named Beyonce, bet money she'd have blue weave
And
in.
condescending.
Like the hood rat named Beyonce. Damn, he said Beyonce is a hood rat name.
You were deflecting. You were being sarcastic.
You got it.
Right, you were being sarcastic, and
Black girls look like roaches. White girls silence. Black girls are queens. White girls, don't you mean all girls?
Always be sarcastic.
So Rory, he didn't necessarily call black girls roaches. He said that Twitter says that black girls are roaches. So I don't know what his Twitter feed looks like. But
something I never seen.
Rihanna has to leak a sex tape or something today.
no, that's not what it was led with, bro. I was here when Ev and them people was up here and they brought up the receipts of the tweets, and you were just like, you were being, bro. And this is the thing. You're denying.
Here's one he said, quoting somebody, "Dear black ass mother and grandmother, no, you don't like black women. Retweet Yemeni Dirty. I've never saw a good looking black woman." So he retweeted somebody saying that. Oh man, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Rory. My God, man. Rory continued with the sarcasm, adding, quote, "I only think white is the only pure beauty, as you know." Like, why would you even joke like that in this highly tense situation where people are accusing you of being racist and you're gonna be sarcastic about the most ultra racist idea ever? It's not the time to do that. Meanwhile, another X user posted screenshots showing Rory deleting old tweets, which many interpreted as a sign of guilt. Although Rory did apologize, several users in the X space accused him of being, quote, condescending, sarcastic, and deflecting, criticisms he denied. One participant responded to his comments by saying, "I don't know if you can really troll your way out of this one." As the conversation continued, other users took a more heated stance against Farrell. When one woman labeled Rory's attitude toward the situation as, quote, violence, he said, quote, "I couldn't agree more with everything that you said. My point the entire time has been saying I'm not apologizing for anyone that has said that I've called black women ugly or roaches. That's all I've said. I apologize for everything else. Don't ever say I've called black women ugly or roaches or anything that y'all have been trying to put on me, because I never said that." Yeah, you didn't say it. You just retweeted other people saying it. Shout out to the black men on Spaces who treated Rory and Maul. Maul replied to Rory racist tweets was, quote, "Who kids won't eat tonight because of his tweets?" Okay. Yep, we saw those Spaces clips. However, additional clips shared by X user at "It's Time for You to Be" appear to show that in 2014, Rory retweeted someone who wrote, quote, "Black girls look like roaches." Proof Rory deleted the tweets in 4K. Let's see the proof. We're investigating. Proof Rory deleted the tweets in 4K. So he clicked on it right here. White guys like some ugly black chicks, and then it's gone. So there's your proof. I mean, take that for what you will. People are in the comments saying he deleted it. People catching him in 4K. In a tweet from 2011, Rory wrote, quote, "I don't appreciate any woman with poetic justice braids telling me what I can and cannot do." That's a weird one. Poetic justice braids. If I type in poetic justice braids, excuse my ignorance, what happens if I just type in poetic justice braids? Oh yeah, look, it's just 100% black women. Just black women. So I see how people could take cross with the tweet like this. It makes it sound like he's just saying, "I don't appreciate any black women telling him what he can and cannot do." Here's another one. "Save that white boy fantasy for someone else. I'm not cutting any weave out of your hair." Yeah, he's just a little too comfortable acting like he is not white, I guess. "How you slim, tender, yellow bone, but your mom's a fat bitch, tar baby." Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Super cringe. "So does your income. White people definitely age in dog years." So just like bragging about being white, not a good look. Aside from participating in X Spaces to defend himself, Rory Farrell has not issued a direct response. That was an article from November 14th, so I don't think he has responded since that article has been posted either. Yeah, man. Not looking good for our boy Rory. And then on top of that, MAGA Maul really sucks. Rory's co-host, Maul, from their podcast together, Rory and Maul, went MAGA leading up to the election. Somebody tweeted he would have you swinging from a tree quicker than you be putting dollar signs under girls' posts. I'm not understanding the administration. Okay, talking about the Trump administration. And Mala responds to that saying, he was just president and there was no wars and the economy was doing way better than it is now. He's out here glazing President Trump, maybe right after the election. This is in the new Rory and Mal podcast subreddit, and here's people saying, I try to give Mal a chance, but I can't do this. Even if he was glazing Joe Biden, it would be cringe, but he's going full force into the troll persona at age of 47. Way too corny. Oh wait, what's this? So he's actually going by MAGA Mal. He like took on that moniker himself. He gave that to himself?
Congress, do the right thing.
Ugh.
And only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building. To peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country.
Maul, it's time for you to save the country. March 23rd, Howard Theater, Washington, D.C. Tickets available at newwarriormall.com.
Yeah. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about these two, man. Pretty stinky vibes, if you ask me. So now let's see what the company man has to say about this whole situation. So shout out the company man. Hit him with the follow. I will be posting the link to this video, giving him a shout out in the description.
Rory from the Rory and Mal podcast was a Noop, an illustrious member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, one of the divine 9 black fraternities and sororities in America, the same fraternity that I'm a member of. New Chi, Spring 2000. 1 second applause. Now, there's 300,000 or so Kappas across the country, so not knowing someone is a member isn't a rare occurrence by any means. I meet new Noops all the time, but considering Rory's had a high profile in hip hop, in the music industry, and in the podcast space for the past decade plus, all spaces that I'm a part of, I was shocked to find out that Rory was a Noop too. And not because he's white either. Contrary to perception, there are white members of all 9 black fraternities and sororities nationwide. Here's a clip of a white Q. No telling what he went through. No, it wasn't because of Rory's race. I was shocked because I learned this while watching his craptastic performance on a Twitter space Wednesday night when he was confronted by nearly 1,000, mostly black people offended by a gaggle of awful looking, racially charged, arguably anti-black, and definitely anti-Beyonce tweets he posted on Twitter over a decade ago that had surfaced online earlier that day. Here's how we got here. A clip of Rory, Ma, and Damaris on their podcast talking about whether they thought Clips or Kendrick should win Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys made its rounds. The fan base wars are in full swing, and the commentary made Kendrick fans feel like the pod wanted GNX to lose more than they wanted Clips to win. Here's a clip.
GNX is going to sweep, and it's going to piss me off because the Clips deserves to win, and that's not Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
Jamal.
Where's your
Jamal?
I'm just saying the boy is prophetic. That's all I'm saying.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without saying.
To keep it brief, the conversation spilled over quickly. Damaris was accused of saying she hated Kendrick. She denied it, then quickly admitted defeat when she...
That's so funny. To be accused of hating somebody. You can hate Kendrick. That's fine. You gotta give people the space to hate artists. We can't gatekeep what we are allowed and not allowed to like, right? That's pretty whack. If someone wants to hate Kendrick and they make a good case for it, I'm all ears. Not gonna change my opinion, but what is this like? We gotta walk on eggshells about the artists that we like and don't like? That's some bullshit.
She was caught in 4K saying this.
I've said on every platform possible, I hate the way Kendrick Lamar raps. I hate the sound of his fucking voice.
Same. I hate his voice.
I hate his voice, and I will not listen to him again.
I feel like that's a totally arguable and fair position. Kendrick has a different sounding voice, and it might not be for everybody. I happen to love it, but I could see somebody not loving it for sure.
Simply because I hate the sound of his voice.
And Rory, in his Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm style sarcasm, made comments like, wait, so you saying you want the Clips to win a Grammy is considered hating? And some of us just enjoy the music we like and don't make our identity a fan base. Crazy theory, I know. Perhaps there's more, maybe I missed it, but the next thing I knew, my timeline was flooded with old tweets and posts from Rory, seemingly from Rory, saying and retweeting things like this. I never saw a good-looking black woman. And this retweet. How you a slim, tender yellow bone, but your mom's a fat tar baby? Nah, B, some don't add up. I want no parts. And there wasn't a comb on the video set for Blue Ivy's hair?
Yeah, like I keep saying, pretty bad. It's bad stuff. It's funny that they all got uncovered just because of Kendrick fans, pretty much. Just psycho Kendrick fans. I mean, the Kendrick Lamar fan base really became radicalized last year. It's morphed into something that I don't necessarily take part in, but man, they are fucking vicious.
Few personal defaults that I just expect out of people and online discourse, and one of those is that I'm never shocked when a white person's old racially charged posts resurface on the internet. Now, I've been in plenty of spaces throughout my life where I was the only black person or one of few black people, and through my experience, white people will get as comfortable as you allow them to be. And all of them at some point push the line to see what you will let them get away with. It's not always malicious, oftentimes it's ignorance, but that train is always on time. So when old tweets resurface like what's happening right now with Rory's, when these things happen, particularly at that point in internet history in the early teens when social media rewarded people for saying the most rude and crude and racist things imaginable, for me, it's expected. And when these things flare up, for me at that point, it's all about how you handle it, how you take accountability, how you attempt to make amends, especially when your career includes being a part of black spaces. The easiest thing for anyone to do when they've offended someone or if they've upset a community for one reason or another is to give a sincere, succinct apology and take accountability for the impact your actions had on others and move forward. It's so simple. Sincere, succinct accountability. But Rory didn't do that. Instead, he jumped into Rocky's Twitter.
He's too cocky. That's the thing. Rory, he's a little too comfortable, if you know what I mean. A little too comfortable. Thinks he can slide by with whatever, like, silly racist thing he wants to say. Especially considering now he probably feels extra insulated because his podcast buddy, Maul, is like MAGA. So they can both be, like, weird and racist and, like, not give a fuck about anything together. And they're just, like, too little. It's like Dumb and Dumber. We got Rory and Maul. You mean Dumb and Dumber? Yeah. Who's dumb and who's dumber? You decide.
Space, which was about Kendrick and clips. He hijacked someone else's Twitter space and spent hours, perhaps unintentionally, antagonizing a population of people hurt by what they just discovered about his Twitter history. When asked if he meant the things he said about black women and Beyonce, he snickered and offered sarcasm.
How much I hate black women and how I have specifically just targeted you in our company to make sure that you are devalued. And never mind, I'm gonna chill.
When asked if he was deleting old tweets, he gaslighted and accused a woman of being racist.
Why were you hiding your tweet?
Hide what tweet?
Oh, now you don't know. Rocky, I said
hey, yo, dog, I got a question for you.
That's literally right here.
You know Blue Weave is not Blue Ivy. That's racist as fuck.
Rory.
When asked if he would retweet any of those things again, he said this.
Which ones?
Any of them.
I said
the ones that everybody's offended.
It's a layup. Just say no, dude. Just say no. Be respectful. Just say no. He can't say no.
Anybody?
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've definitely talked about the Beyonce thing on the podcast before.
See how he fucked it up.
But she's asking today.
It's so easy, bro. Just such a cocky asshole.
Rory today, not 7 years ago.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro.
Jesus Christ.
The spaces went on for hours, pretty much just like this, but that's
rough, man. That's so rough. He was really in the lion's den, man, just letting them feed.
Sample. Now, I don't have a relationship with Rory, full disclosure, and truthfully, I'm not a consistent watcher of Rory and Maul, nor was I consistently watching when they were on the Joe Budden podcast. Most of my interactions with their content is through clips. And with that said, I wouldn't say I've ever taken anything that I've seen from him previously as racist or even really culturally offensive. From my point of view, he's done solid work on multiple fronts and advocated for a range of under-discussed artists and for hip-hop culture as a whole in a respectable manner. But I wouldn't say that I'm an expert on his work. That's why I was shocked to find out we were both members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I don't know what I expected to hear when I went into that Twitter Spaces Wednesday night, but what I do know is the way that Rory sounded in that Twitter space, the way he conducted himself, felt like the way those controversial old racially charged tweets read. He looked like someone who would say those things, who espoused the opposite of the values of the fraternity he represents. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated and the other 8 members of the Divine Nine are modern miracles in America. These are some of the oldest the most consequential black institutions in this nation's history. They're founded at the turn of the 19th century, at the dawn
Here, under me it says the legacy of the Divine Nine.
of the Jim Crow era, when black codes once again reduced black Americans to second-class citizens. Each of our institutions championed community and leadership and education and political activism and cultural expression during eras of segregation and limited campus access. Sincerely, they're crucial pillars of black culture, of civil rights history, and achievement in every field of human endeavor. And to go through that hellish process to become a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and then down the line, try to tell a black woman she's racist in a public Twitter space because she's calling you out over old racially charged posts that you made.
It's so bad,
Whether sarcastic or otherwise, it's crazy, and especially crazy to hear from a noob. It was way past fan base wars at that point. There were nearly 1,000 people listening. And regardless of any of our work and contributions to media and music and culture, we can't expect people to know who we are, our intentions, and our origin stories. Anti-blackness in all forms, in my opinion, should be expensive, costly. So I'm not mad at anyone offended by what happened with Rory this week, because people will only take things as seriously as we take them. We have to set the line. We set the standard. I said the same in my video about Tyler, the Creator. From where I'm sitting, it seems like a large portion of his life has been steeped in black culture and black spaces. And I'd like to think Rory isn't a racist. And I'd really like to think there isn't a chapter somewhere who is ushering races across the burning sands. Please. I mean, not even just with Rory, just in general. Please, Nuke chapters nationwide, let's be discerning. But if I had to make a bet, I wouldn't say Rory is racist at all. If I had to make a bet. We operate off the information we're given, and Rory, unfortunately...
I mean, you say not racist at all, but to even think of some of those tweets, there's something there. Like, there's something strange going on there. I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say he's not racist at all. Clearly, there's something, in my opinion.
Gave nearly 1,000 people in that Twitter Spaces that night, 1,000 people, reason to believe the tweets he was trying to deflect from were actually representative of his character, of his podcast, and of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And as a noob, as a fellow noob, that can't be how we carry the shield.
Yeah, MAGA Mall and racist Rory. I don't know. How are we going to address that? What's that podcast called? White Lives Matter? You won't catch me watching the racist Rory and MAGA Mall podcast anytime soon. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Oh yeah, and then I didn't know about this Rory and academics beef. 4 years ago, Rory, you came to my house trying to be cute like you were some mob boss. I've been on your head ever since, for my protection, of course. I thought you got a $10 million podcast deal. I don't know why you still in the hood. There's mad black women out there. Don't you hate them? Okay. Academics being weird as usual. That's unrelated, but that's that.